This is wrestling's greatest moments.
Hey now, wrestling fans. It's time for another episode of Wrestling's Greatest Moments, Who's That Wrestler? Where we provide 5 clues and you have to guess the wrestler's identity. The less clues you need to get the answer, the better your score. Before we get started though, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. Here are the rules. You have 5 clues to guess each wrestler's identity. That is, the wrestling name they're best known by. If you answer the question with the first clue, you earn 5 points. If you answer the question by the second clue, you get 4 points, and so on, with the 5th and last clue being worth 1 point. If you don't answer the question within 5 clues, you get a whole lot of nothing. Dare to play the wild card? If you're willing to take a risk, consider playing our wild card question. We'll give you the subject. The question could be easy, medium, or hard. You won't know until you play it. It's a multiple choice, or as we used to say in school, multiple guess. Answer it right, and you add 5 points to your score. Answer it wrong, and you deduct 5 points. Remember, the wild card is optional. Here's an example. Category: The Road Warriors. Your difficulty is easy. Lucky you. Question: which of these tag team titles weren't held by the Road Warriors? 1. The AWA World Tag Team Championship. 2. The WWF Tag Team Championship. 3. The ECW Tag Team Championship. Or 4. The NWA World Tag Team Championship. The correct answer is 3. Remember, this was just a practice question and doesn't count. Good luck. Question 1. Easy. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on August 6, 1942 in Tullahoma, Tennessee. He became famous as a member of a trio of kayfabe wrestling brothers. Clue number 2. This wrestler used several nicknames during his career, including King James and Handsome Jimmy. Clue number 3. This wrestler lost a Loser Leaves Town match in Jim Crockett Promotions. Subsequently, a masked wrestler named Charlie Brown from out of town appeared, with the area's heels believing Charlie was this wrestler. Clue number 4. This wrestler was billed as the boy from New York City in Jim Crockett Promotions and used the Manhattan Transfer song of the same name as his theme song. Clue number 5. Although he had successful campaigns in many promotions, including the WWF and Memphis, he's best known for his 80s run in Jim Crockett Promotions. There, he feuded with Ivan Koloff, Joe LeDuc, The Great Kabuki, Ninja, and manager Paul Jones' Army of Heels. Who's that wrestler? Who is Jimmy Valiant? Question 2. Easy. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on October 30th, 1973 in Orangeville, Ontario, Canada. This wrestler attended WrestleMania 6 in Toronto, just one of many shows he attended as a young fan. Clue number 2. This wrestler won an essay contest that earned him wrestling training with veteran wrestlers Sweet Daddy Sika and Ron Hutchinson. After competing on the indie scene, this wrestler landed a contract with the WWF in 1997. Although he'd wrestled in the WWF before, he made his TV debut as his best-known character in 1998, entering through the crowd. Clue number 3. This wrestler teamed with his real-life best friend and kayfabe brother, working alongside Gangrel in The Brood. Clue number 4. After innovative tag team matches against the Hardy Boys and the Dudley Boys, this wrestler broke off into singles action, winning the WWE Championship 4 times and the World Heavyweight Championship 7 times. He retired in 2011 due to an injury, but returned to the WWE at the 2020 Royal Rumble. Clue number 5. This wrestler currently competes in AEW under his real name and the nickname the Rated R Superstar. Who's that wrestler? Who is Adam Copeland, aka Edge? Question 3. Medium. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on January 6, 1930 in Honolulu, Hawaii. This wrestler was of Hawaiian and Chinese descent, but was cast as a Japanese heel. Clue number 2. This wrestler began competing full-time around 1966 after serving in the United States Army. This wrestler worked in Australia's World Championship Wrestling promotion and other territories. By 1967, this wrestler was competing against WWF champion Bruno Sammartino in singles matches and tag matches. This wrestler teamed with Gorilla Monsoon in the WWF. Clue number 3. This wrestler held the WWF Tag Team Championship 3 times with Mr. Fuji. Clue number 4. This wrestler appeared in film and television, where he usually played a villain. Some of his notable roles include the Professor in Chuck Norris's Eye for an Eye and Professor Sub-Zero in The Running Man. This wrestler also played a butler in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Clue number 5. This wrestler had the nickname Professor. Who's that wrestler? Who is Toru Tanaka, aka Professor Toru Tanaka? Question 4. Medium. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on October 14, 1947 in Croatia, which at the time was part of Yugoslavia. This wrestler would often play a heel from the Soviet Union. Clue number 2. This wrestler competed as Beppo, a member of the WWF tag team, the Mongols. The Mongols held the WWF International Tag Team Championship 2 times, including a title win over Bruno Sammartino and Dominic DeNucci. Clue number 3. This wrestler held several tag team titles during his career. This wrestler teamed with kayfabe Russian wrestler Ivan Koloff and defeated Jack and Jerry Briscoe for the NWA Florida Tag Team Championship. Clue number 4. This wrestler was known for demanding that fans stand up and pay respect while he sang the Soviet national anthem before his matches. Clue number 5. This wrestler teamed with the Iron Sheik, defeating Barry Windham and Mike Rotundo for the WWF Tag Team Championship at the first WrestleMania. Who's that wrestler? Who is Nikolai Volkoff? Question 5. Hard. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on March 14, 1964 in Tallahassee, Florida. This wrestler debuted in 1989 and would work various gimmicks throughout his career. Clue number 2. Ox Baker managed this wrestler early on in his career in the American Wrestling Association. This wrestler bounced around the territories, including a run in Smoky Mountain Wrestling, where he briefly held its Beat the Champ television championship after defeating Tracy Smothers. Clue number 3. One of this wrestler's personas was a character in WCW's Blood Runs Cold faction. Clue number 4. This wrestler won the WCW World Tag Team Championship and the All Japan Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championship with the same partner who shares the same first name as him, although their first names are spelled slightly differently. Clue number 5. This wrestler worked as the Night Stalker in promotions including the AWA, Smoky Mountain Wrestling, WCW, and Herb Abrams' Universal Wrestling Federation. Who's that wrestler? Who is Brian Clark, a.k.a. the Night Stalker, a.k.a. Adam Bomb, a.k.a. Wrath? Question 6. Hard. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born in Pensacola, Florida on March 9, 1951. This wrestler debuted in 1971. Clue number 2. Early in his career, this wrestler teamed with Sputnik Monroe as a heel. the two captured the NWA Mid-America Southern Tag Team Championship. Clue number 3. This wrestler was a member of the original Midnight Express when it was a trio. Clue number 4. This wrestler formed a tag team with Brickhouse Brown, known as the Soul Patrol. Clue number 5. This wrestler formed a successful tag team with Coco Ware, capturing tag team championships in Memphis's Continental Wrestling Association and Championship Wrestling from Florida. Who's that wrestler? Who is Norvell Austin? Question 7. Ridiculous. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on March 10th, 1908 in Barber County, Kansas. Clue number 2. This wrestler was working as a blacksmith when he was discovered by wrestling scout Ernest H. Brown. This wrestler debuted in 1931 and gained national recognition after wrestling a 3-match series against grappling great Jim Londos in 1935. Clue number 3. This wrestler held the Midwest Wrestling Association World Championship 11 times. Clue number 4. This wrestler became the champion of Pinky George's National Wrestling Alliance in November 1946. This wrestler became a founder of the National Wrestling Alliance. Clue number 5. This wrestler was scheduled to face Lou Thesz on November 25, 1949, but an automobile accident prematurely ended this wrestler's career. Who's that wrestler? Who is Orville Brown? Dare to play the wild card? Remember, the wild card is optional. This week's wild card category, Rocky Johnson. Your difficulty? Medium. What was the name of Rocky Johnson's masked persona in Jim Crockett Promotions? 1. Sweet Brown Sugar. 2. El Hijo del Gato. 3. Sweet Ebony Diamond. 4. El Gato Numero Dos. The answer is 3. Sweet Ebony Diamond. Rocky Johnson wrestled as Sweet Ebony Diamond in Jim Crockett Promotions, capturing the NWA Television Championship twice. Now it's time to add up your score. Let's have the coach tell you how you did. Coach?
How'd you do? No points. You set up the ring. While you're at it, sweep up the gym. 1 to 5 points. You're a wrestling school student. 6 to 10 points. You're a local talent, or what I like to call a bum. 11 to 15 points. You're a jobber to the stars. 16 to 20 points. You're a mid-card talent. 21 to 25 points. You're an upper-card talent. 26 to 30 points. You're a main eventer. 31 to 34 points. You're the undisputed world champion. 35 points. You're a living legend. While you're at it, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Wrestling's greatest moments. The channel that celebrates the squared circle.